Okay, so let's talk about like the what they call the three battles. Okay, what are the three battles? So like three battles are basically mind, body, and spirit. Yeah, and what you find is throughout life, everything is the three battles. Okay, so you can have like the best body, but your mind could be broken, right? You could have be in the best physical shape that you are. You can be very very smart, but your spirit is broken. Emotionally, you're drained. You just don't feel like fighting. You don't feel like winning. You don't feel like doing anything. Okay, so all throughout like your life, you're gonna have these three elements that you have to deal with. And so like if a lot of times you look at like an instructor, yeah, and they don't, it doesn't seem like it's this way, but you look at them and you're like, oh man, that guy, he's chunky, man. He's no longer as thin. He's no longer as fast as he used to be. He's no longer in like Bruce Lee-ish kind of shape, right? And basically, it's because probably one of the three elements is not like perfect, right? So maybe his mind is still sharp, but maybe his spirit is not there. He doesn't have the time to exercise. He doesn't want to exercise. He doesn't feel like exercising. He don't want to do nothing like that. Maybe life is getting him down. Okay, so in the end, what happens is he blows up. He's not as fit. He doesn't exercise as much. Whatnot. Or it could be the other thing too. He could be something's wrong with him. Maybe he has cancer. Uh, Maybe he has an ailment. Maybe he has some type of like I don't know, like something wrong with his like thyroid or something, so it's blowing him up. But you don't know, right? But all throughout life, we go through this stage where we have to like battle these three items. We have to battle mind, body, and spirit. But it's also the same way. When you have an opponent that you look at and you're like, oh man, I can't defeat that guy body wise or physically. He's far more superior than me. Okay? You can't outthink him, right? You might be able to break him psychologically. That's why, like people, they use all three. They use what they call leverage, right? They can use emotional leverage, right? So, like, if you can't defeat the guy, right, you get leverage on him, right? Oh, I know where your family is, so I'm gonna hurt your family. Oh, I'm gonna like do something bad to your employment or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna do this to you, so you can affect them that way, or you can outthink them. Like they have a weakness, so you set up the weakness. That they can't see. You use your mental prowess to defeat them. Okay, so remember, there's always those three components. So just because an opponent seems like they're undefeatable, they're usually going to have one weakness. If it's not the body, it's going to be the mind, or it's going to be the spirit, or it's going to be something, right? They can be compromised somewhere, maybe financially or whatever. That's why, like, if you apply for like certain government positions, they're like, oh, we got to do a background check, we got to do a credit check, we got to make sure that you're not compromised in some way, right? Because we can't have anybody that owes money to somebody else have to do that and now give away government secrets or something along those lines, right? So remember, mind, body, and spirit is important, even for yourself. When you look at yourself, you're like, I wanna get back into shape, or I'm having issues right now. I can't do it, or I feel pain in this particular area. One of your points on your triangle, right? The mind, body, and spirit could be broken or compromised. So you yourself have to look at yourself and determine, okay, what's broken? Maybe all three are broken, right? Who knows? Maybe two is broken. You know, maybe only one is broken. So you have to determine what it is. And again, it's the same thing, right? Self-diagnosis, right? Opponent diagnosis, right? And how can I heal myself in the process, or how can I defeat my opponent in the process? Okay. Anyway, so mind, body, and spirit. Think about it. Figure it out for yourself. But always remember, there are those three. So never look at the guy. Oh, that guy's body is awesome. because the guy might be not too smart mentally, right? Or the guy might be like emotionally unstable, right? So also be careful. Looks can be deceiving, right? Good luck.